So, Meghan Sussex walks into the Fortune Most Powerful Women Summit looking angelic in all white, poised, glowing, and radiating that I'm unbothered and divine aura that sends the tabloids into collective meltdown. And in true Meghan fashion, she doesn't just attend, she educates. Now, somewhere in that conversation, the interviewer brings up social media. You know, the beast that chews people up and spits them out for sport, especially if you're a woman, and God forbid, a woman of colour who dared to marry into the royal family. And Meghan, calm as a monk but sharp as a sword, says something so simple yet so powerful. I don't have the comments section on. Boom. Mic drop. And the internet gasped. Translation. I am not giving you, the trolls, the racists, and the royal-obsessed lunatics, a single inch of my peace. Cue the pearl-clutching from the usual suspects. You know, the ones who somehow think access to her comments is a human right. How dare she disable comments? Doesn't she owe us transparency? Sweetheart, she doesn't owe you a single thing. Let's get this straight. Meghan's comments section isn't public engagement. It's a digital war zone. The level of racial abuse and misogyny she's faced online is unprecedented. We're talking about coordinated hate campaigns, bot armies, trolls with 50 burner accounts, and tabloids that feed off the toxicity like vultures circling a royal scandal buffet. So, Narinder Kaur, legend, loud voice of reason, and one of the few British commentators with a conscience, jumps in on Twitter and says what we're all thinking. Meghan Sussex is completely right to disable all comments on her platforms. The racial abuse and hate she receives is unprecedented. And there it is. The truth, out loud, no sugarcoating, no royal spin. Because Narinder gets it. This isn't about Meghan being fragile. This is about Meghan being strategic. She's setting boundaries. She's reclaiming her power in an online space that was designed to dehumanize her. Let's be real. Why do people expect Meghan to stand in the middle of a digital firing squad and just take it? No sane person would allow themselves to be screamed at by thousands of anonymous profiles every day. It's not weak to turn off comments. It's wise. It's what self-respecting, emotionally intelligent people do when the noise becomes toxic. And the irony is thicker than Buckingham Palace's PR budget. The same British media that say Meghan should learn to handle criticism are the same ones who disable their own comment sections the moment someone points out their hypocrisy. The Daily Mail literally pre-moderates royal articles now because their own audience can't help but go feral. But when Meghan Sussex does it, suddenly it's a global crisis. Oh no, she's hiding from public scrutiny. No, darling, she's protecting her peace, something you should probably Google. What I love about this move from Meghan is that it's not reactive, it's evolved. She's transcended the need for online validation. She doesn't need strangers telling her she's beautiful or glowing to feel secure, and she definitely doesn't need racist trolls typing from their mum's Wi-Fi telling her she's irrelevant. And yet, ironically, her every boundary becomes a headline. She says nothing, and the UK tabloids combust. She breathes, and they hold emergency editorial meetings. She turns off comments, and 12 royal experts are wheeled out to analyse her psyche. Like please, Meghan Sussex has more composure in one eyelash than that entire rota has in their careers. But here's the deeper truth. This isn't just about one woman's Instagram settings. This is about how society punishes women who take control of their narratives. When Meghan speaks up, she's difficult. When she sets boundaries, she's cold. When she walks away, she's attention-seeking. Yet when William ghosts the press, or Kate disappears for months, they're protecting their privacy. The double standards are Olympic level. The misogyny, textbook, the hypocrisy, palace approved. What Meghan did was reclaim her digital sovereignty. She's rewriting the rules, saying, I decide how I show up in the online world. I decide who gets access to me. That's not fragility. That's power. Real, unfiltered, feminine power. And don't forget the business genius behind it. Meghan's entire approach is built on intentional engagement. She doesn't chase clicks, she cultivates influence. Archetypes wasn't designed to trend, it was designed to impact. Her speeches aren't clickbait, they're case studies in leadership and grace. She's teaching all of us that silence can be strategic, that peace can be profitable, that sometimes the most powerful thing a woman can say is nothing at all. And Narendra backing her up publicly, that's solidarity in action. Because for too long, Meghan's been drowned out by a chorus of palace mouthpieces pretending objectivity while cashing tabloid checks. So when women like Narendra speak truth, it shifts the energy. It says, "We see you. We understand. You're not crazy for protecting yourself. You're smart." Honestly, I think Meghan's approach is the future. The internet has become exhausting. Everyone has an opinion, even when they have zero empathy or logic. And Meghan saying, "No, I don't need to read that," is revolutionary in its simplicity. It's a public declaration that mental health matters more than online noise. It's also beautifully poetic. The woman they tried to silence has now chosen her own silence. But here's the difference. This time, she's the one holding the microphone. She decides when, where, and how her voice is heard. She's not being muted, she's being deliberate. And here's what the haters will never grasp. Boundaries aren't walls, they're filters. Meghan isn't cutting people off. She's filtering out the hate so she can focus on what matters. Her work, her family, her impact. So yes, Narendra's absolutely right. Meghan Sussex is justified in every single boundary she sets, because the abuse she's endured isn't just unprecedented, it's industrialized. She's protecting her peace, her marriage, her legacy, and she's doing it all while the press still can't get over the fact that she won't play their game. Meanwhile, the palace could take a few notes. Imagine if they spent half as much time building healthy communication strategies as they do planting stories about Meghan. But no, they'd rather wage a PR war and act confused when the public stops buying the act. At the end of the day, Meghan choosing silence where there's chaos isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's emotional intelligence. It's a power move dressed in serenity. It's a message to every woman watching. You do not owe the world access to your peace. You can be public and private, powerful and protective, outspoken and selective. Because real power doesn't always roar. Sometimes it just quietly turns off the comments and lets the haters scream into the void. So next time someone calls Meghan fragile for not wanting to scroll through racist nonsense, remember this: protecting your mental health isn't fragility, it's freedom. And Meghan Sussex? She's not running from the noise. She's simply turned the volume down, and the silence has never sounded louder.